And now, coming to you live from the Chocolate Bar Studios, Tropical Country with B-Dawg and Lou.
Uh-oh, guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Hump Day!
There's a party going on around town. It's one rowdy cowboy throwdown here in H-Town, where we're stronger than a hurricane. From miles around, the best of the best come here to put their tough to the test. Give it all for gold or go home broke when they open up that gate. Welcome to the show, welcome to the home of the world's biggest rodeo, where the stars light up the night underneath that Texas sky. Welcome to the show, are you ready for a ride? Yeah, you better buckle up and hold on tight, where the Bayou City streets meet the country roads. Welcome to the show. It's a Houston tradition, 4-H, FFA, and Go Texan. And you can bet, son, it's gonna be around a long, long time. When these riders and ropers give it their best, we'll show them how loud the hometown crowd can get. 'Cause tonight, y'all, we all got a little bit of cowboy deep inside. Welcome to the show, welcome to the home of the world's biggest rodeo, where the stars light up the night underneath that Texas sky. Welcome to the show, are you ready for a ride? Yeah, you better buckle up and hold on tight, where the Bayou City streets meet the country roads. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show, are you ready for a ride? Yeah, you better buckle up and hold on tight, where the Bayou City streets meet the country roads. Where the Bayou City streets meet these country roads. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show. It is indeed Hump Day. It's Tropical Country with B-Dawg and Lou right here on Tiki Man Radio. We're broadcasting live from the headquarters of Tiki Man Radio, the Chocolate Bar Studios, here in beautiful Harrison Bay, overlooking the majestic Chickamauga Lake. Our show is brought to you by JBL Legends Travel. Got a little gravel in my voice. How about that? Don't know where that came from. But JBL Legends Travel, the official travel company of Tiki Man Radio. And when you're planning your next getaway, trust a professional. It doesn't cost you anything extra. And there's no better person to trust than Joe Leo, JBL Legends Travel, 732-831-5200. And goaltending services, GTS Charters. When you're down in Key West, make sure that you don't leave the island without experiencing everything Key West has to offer out on the water. And GTS Charters has you covered. They have all the amenities that you need to have a memorable time out on the water. Of course, we are broadcasting live on Tiki Man Radio, TikiManRadio.com, and the Tiki Man Radio YouTube channel, courtesy of the MFG Records Tropical Live Cam. Whew, got all of that in. I'm going to tell you what, it has been a busy week, and we got a busy show. But, of course, there's somebody missing. I haven't introduced yet, right? Of course, she is the queen of my double-wide trailer, Lower Lou.
Hey, y'all, how
That
are
is your
ya?
official title.
That's all right. I'll take that.
I'd like to say, how you doing? Haven't talked to you in a while, but that's a lie.
Listen, we've been spending all kinds of time
We've been spending
together.
all time together, and
Alone in the car, you had to talk to me.
I know.
I know.
See, that's why I make you drive.
Yeah, then he plays on his phone. And then he says, you never talk to me.
Well, the alternative is when I drive, I look over, she's sound asleep. But
that
so at least I know
works.
when she's driving, she's awake, and if I want to have a conversation, I can.
Just in case.
Just in case.
No, it has been a lot of fun this week. I am whooped if you can't tell by the bags under my eyes. I'm just saying.
Well, last week we told you, after the show, we took off on Thursday. We worked all day and headed to Nashville. Had a great time hanging out with the Boomtown Saints at their EP release party at 3rd and Lindsley.
Yep.
And then we got back I'd like to say late, but we got back very early in the morning. We hit the bed about 2 a.m. and managed to get back up work at 6 a.m. to head to work. Haven't done that in quite a while.
I know,
let me tell you that. But we had a great time there, and then we took off and we headed to Memphis. And we had a great weekend, and we're going to tell you all about it for sure.
That's right.
But first, we have any shout-outs?
We have quite a few. You're right. Patty with an I is out there.
Hello.
She says it's not over yet, Lou, and you are right. We have the Tiki Bar Summer Party
coming up this weekend.
So, yeah, it is definitely not over yet.
And I heard rumor people are arriving starting tomorrow.
Yeah, I heard there's a few people, some close friends of Danny Lynn that are going to come in, Danny Lynn and the Hippie Chick, going to come in tomorrow, but the party kicks off Saturday.
Yes.
Open to the public Saturday at, is it 2 p.m.? 2
p.m. It's up on the screen right there for you.
There you go.
How about that?
Jonas Lawrence Band is going to be here. It's going to be amazing. Lots of fun musicians.
That's right. Steve Hopper from 3 to 6. Jonas Lawrence Band from 6 to 9. Special guest Bert Herbert will also be here. And it's going to be a great time. It always is a great time.
People coming in from all over the country to help celebrate with the Tiki Man and the Hippie Chick. And right here at their Tiki Bar. So
absolutely.
Yeah, it's going to be another fun weekend. But maybe I'll get some sleep before that, Patty. We'll see. But we also have Maureen out there. Mo is out there. Hello to you.
She said she was Facebook stalking us over the weekend. So.
Oh, yeah. We should have gone live a couple times.
We should have. But
we didn't even think about it.
But we were actually trying to do our best to literally have a vacation and take some time away from doing anything.
But you know what? We didn't.
But we didn't. We still did some work. And we met some fantastic people, and we got some new shout-outs.
Yeah.
I didn't get them edited the way I wanted to, but I did get them in here for the show.
Okay, good.
It's the rough draft.
The rough cut.
The rough cut.
There you go.
I do have loaded up for tonight, so we'll play some special shout-outs coming on later in the show.
Oh, good. Yeah, so Jason AC is out there. Hello.
Hey, Jason.
Also want to give a big shout-out to the ambassador, Miss Michelle Myers.
The ambassador of all great things, and she is
the hostess with the mostest.
Yes, she is a fantastic host.
That party was so much fun, and we met some really, really sweet people.
Yep.
A lot of fun. A couple people in particular, so they were so much fun. We
had a blast with everybody, and of course, we got to give a big shout out to the bodyguard, aka the Ice Cream Man, and of course, he made us some fantastic homemade ice cream while we were there visiting.
And he's a wonderful tour guide.
Oh, he is. He drove us around, showed us some of the highlights around Memphis that we wanted to see.
Yep. Also, let me see. Well, we talked about Patty with an I. Patty with an I. Gifted the ambassador with a lovely swimming pool for the backyard. I was about ready to fill it up right then, but
they didn't even wait for it to fill up to get in it.
They didn't. I loved it.
They blew it up and grabbed their wine and hopped in.
I know, but you know what? Patty with an I tagged us in something, and I thought it was the funniest, but the coolest thing ever.
I saw that as well.
The personal pool. Swimming party.
Bring your own pool to the party. I love that idea.
It looked like so much fun. We might have to do that.
Yeah.
We have the backyard for it.
That's right.
Also want to give a big shout out to the beautiful Bill Crawley.
Beautiful Bill Crawley.
He was out there commenting
hello.
on our video, and I hope that his lovely wife is watching as well, because I think she's really going to enjoy Jay Allen and the stories that he's going to tell. So
absolutely.
Hopefully she is out there as well. Want to give a shout out to one of our newest friends, Miss Alicia Stanford.
Well, hello.
She is out there. Alicia English Stanford. Hello to you. You are such a sweetheart. We had so much fun with you over there at Michelle's. Donna Cummings, hello to you.
Hello, Donna.
Tommy Gartrell, and the lovely Larice.
Yeah.
They were so much fun. We had a great time with Larice and Flies over there as well. And also, let me see, Miss Sandra Wilson. Hello to you.
Hello.
So I think that's all I have for right now. You know, I
Okay.
have to check multiple screens, but I think that's it for this moment.
All right.
And if anybody had liked or commented on the video that we posted live before the show, I apologize. For whatever reason, it's not letting me see.
The only person we saw pop up, we saw one person watching, one person commenting, and that was Mo.
And as soon as we logged out, there's more comments and more likes and all that stuff. So,
You know.
I apologize if I did not catch you before that.
You know, Facebook does all kinds of things to you. As we mentioned,
whatever it wants.
You know, if you are over here on the YouTube, we encourage you to come over. You know, we are a radio station. We love it when everybody's listening to us on the radio. But if you want to stare at our faces, you can jump over onto the Tiki Man Radio, 3 words, YouTube channel, courtesy of the MFG Records Tropical Live Cam. You can see us live in studio. And also, when our special guest comes on the air, you can also see him as well. And we just ask you, give us a big old thumbs up so you know that you like what we're doing. And jump in that live chat and make sure you hit that you want to see all chat, not the highlights, all chat. And then you can jump in there, say hello. We'll give you the shout out. You can chat with everybody else.
That's
However, I can't say I made a mistake. I made a happy accident, I guess.
And for those of you who do not like chats, we're terribly sorry.
We apologize. You know, I got an alert from Facebook and said, check out this new feature for your Facebook group.
And he says, okay.
Okay. So I click on the button to check it out, right? Well, I think by the time you hit check it out, that means create. Or oops, you just did it.
Yeah, so now y'all are in a big group chat.
So there is a big group chat for anybody that follows Tropical Country, B-Dawg and Lou on Tiki Man Radio. And again, if you want to find the group, just type in Tropical Country and you'll see the rest of the title, B-Dawg and Lou on Tiki Man Radio. You know it's the right one. You can join the group, but evidently there is a rolling chat that goes with that.
Yeah.
It's not private. It's not a private DM. So you put in there, everybody else can see what you're saying, but
just warning you.
it is another way to send us a message without being on YouTube. So,
and if you don't want to be in the chat, we will not be offended if you leave the chat.
No.
So, yeah, we really didn't realize it was going to just automatically add everybody.
Yeah.
So, feel free to leave if you don't want the group chat going.
Yeah.
But
especially when I created it by accident. I started getting thumbs up and likes and hearts and all that, and I'm like, I didn't invite anybody, but evidently Facebook did it for me. So, so we appreciate everybody is in there, which it will come in handy because just a special programming note, next week's show, we will not be in the Chocolate Bar Studios. We will be coming to you live from Ohio at an undisclosed location. I should say an undetermined location.
Undetermined location.
But we will be doing a radio-only show next week, and hopefully we will be surrounded by several members of our family that can chime in and you guys can interact with, and you know, God forbid, learn a little more about us, because I have a feeling you're going to learn more than you want to know. We may have to get some duct tape put around some people's mouths so we don't, so they don't divulge too much.
Well, you know. Well, hey, Rick the Stick is out there.
Hey, of course, that is Rick the Stick, host of Rick the Stick's Hometown Licks, right here on Tiki Man Radio every Sunday night at 5. And, of course, you just never know where he's broadcasting from, because 9 times out of 10, he's broadcasting from the cab of a semi-truck. So,
Well, right now he is driving in South Carolina.
South Carolina. Well,
safe travels, Rick.
that's one of the states we didn't hit this weekend, but we'll tell you all the ones that we did. But I'll tell you what, for coming up this weekend, we are getting so excited for that big party in the backyard. This song will tell you how to find the house.
My front porch has got new paint and a custom swing, and the way I keep that front lawn, it could pass for a putting green. My driveway's paved, flower beds made, and this year voted best, but that only tells one half faker of the story. What you see ain't what you get. Behind that private picket fence, I got cornhole and Jim Beam. I got coolers full of ice cold beer and light bulbs on a string. Like Billy Ray and his achy briggy heart days, it's a fact. I'm all business in the front, the party in the back. From that mailbox, oh, you wouldn't have a clue. We're raising hell from Friday till Sunday afternoon. It's safe to say the HOA would have a heart attack if they stopped by on a Saturday and never walked around the back. Behind that private picket fence, I got beer pong and a big screen. I got a fire pit and a hot tub, rocking chairs painted John Deere green. Like Billy Ray and his achy briggy heart days, it's a fact. I'm on business in the front and party in the back. Yes, I am, son. All about flipping flip cups, all about spitting in cups, all about raising hell, all about praising Dale, all about football games, all about cranking Hank, all about whiskey drinks, living that redneck American dream. Behind that private picket fence, I got cornhole and Jim Beam. I got coolers full of ice cold beer and light bulbs on the string. Like Billy Ray and his achy briggy heart days, it's a fact. I'm all business in the front and party in the back. Like Billy Ray and his achy briggy heart days, it's a fact. I'm all business in the front, big old party in the back.
Hey, y'all, this is B-Dawg
And Lou.
from Tropical Country right here on Tiki Man Radio. Next time you take a trip down to the Key West and you want to get out on the water, we want you to check out our sponsor, Goaltending Services. Goaltending Services is the premier charter service in Key West. They offer a wide range of amenities. Goaltending Services is also a veteran-owned company, and they take care of their veterans and active duty personnel by offering a 25% discount with your veteran or military ID. For more about Goaltending Services, give them a call at 305-916-0990.
Or look them up online at goaltendingservices.com.
Off the coast on a boat, drop a rock on the radio.
My baby wanna go where the black time don't. She got my dashboard throwback, blue Atlanta Braves hat, tank top turning me on. She got that heartland drawl that she got from back home. You can hear when she says, hey, y'all. She got that sweet like Alabama, got that hard like Louisiana. She made like they only make them down south. In them days they could leave eyes, it ain't hard to see why she ain't trying to hang downtown. My baby wanna go where the black top don't. Kick a little gravel till we're all alone. Slow roll down like the mighty Mississippi. Driving kinda crooked 'cause she looking so pretty. Can't get enough, I can't say no. And my baby wanna go where the black top don't. on the speakers and a long hair in the breeze, riding round on the outskirts with me. My baby wanna go where the black top don't kick a little gravel till we're all alone. Slow roll down like the mighty Mississippi, driving kinda crooked 'cause you're looking so pretty. Can't get enough, I can't say no. And my baby wanna go where the black top don't. My baby wanna go where the black top don't kick a little gravel till we're all alone. Slow roll down like the mighty Mississippi, driving kinda crooked 'cause you're looking so pretty. Can't get enough, I can't say no. And my baby wanna go where the black top don't kick a little gravel till we're all alone. Slow roll down like the mighty Mississippi, driving kinda crooked 'cause you're looking so pretty. Can't get enough, I can't say no. And my baby wanna go where the black top don't.
Boomtown Saints, of course, the EP is now officially out, and we encourage everybody, go check out the Boomtown Saints. They are a fantastic group. Not only they are terrific entertainers, I tell you, the live performance these guys put, if you have a chance to see them coming someplace, if you like country mixed with a little bit of rock,
Yeah.
oh my God, the concert they put on was fantastic. So much energy on the stage at their EP release party, and like I said, we found out that the EP is just a teaser to a full-blown album coming out this fall, which is pretty exciting. But
Yeah.
they are just downright great human beings themselves.
They really are. Very humble, very nice guys. And I just don't know. I can't say anything yet, but Chris is helping me out with something that is just absolutely phenomenal. And yeah, I couldn't thank him enough. So if you get the chance, give Boomtown Saints a listen. And I don't know many people who deserve it more, to be honest. So yeah, check them out for sure.
Absolutely.
Want to give a big shout out to Gina. She is out there.
Hello to Gina. And have to say hello to Z as
Yep,
well.
Z's still at the Hair Wars, but
Okay.
he'll be tuning in a little while, I'm sure. We had so much fun. We have to thank you guys for hosting us over there and letting us be a part of your summer 4th of July party there at the pool.
And introduced us to a lot of their neighbors.
Yeah, lots of fun folks over there for sure.
We had a fantastic time.
And Z&G Patio does not disappoint. Can I just tell you, it is way more to see. I mean, it was just amazing. I can't even describe it. But every time you look around,
There's something
there was
else to
something
see.
new. It was just fantastic. So
That's right. We was living a dream this week. We went to the BAR, and then we went to Z&G Patio.
That's right.
I said, Tiki Man said it once before. I kind of like this idea of a tiki bar tour.
right?
So
I like
who knows? Maybe he'll start taking on the show on the road, and we'll get to travel to more tiki bars.
I hope so. I hope so. Also want to give a shout out to the Golden Girl. She is out there tonight.
Hello to Claudia Golden. That would be the Golden Girl of Golden Entertainment, our lovely producer and manager.
She wanted to let you know, you specifically know, she is listening in while she's cleaning up the Airbnb. And
Okay.
she said she had to let you know that even though she wasn't chatting, she's here because she doesn't want to get fired.
You slip up one time, and you just can't let a guy go.
Didn't we have a conversation? So, all right, so I got to get into it.
Oh, here we go.
Well, the beautiful Lisa is out there listening. Okay, we met Lisa at the BAR, and her and her friend.
Lisa? You say Lisa?
I said Lisa.
Hi, I'm Lisa from Marion, Arkansas. I love tuning in to Tropical Country with B-Dawg and Lou every Wednesday from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern on Tiki Man Radio.
How about that?
Yes. I love it. So yeah, she was. I mean, her and her girl were so much fun. I have not laughed that hard in a long time. They were a blast, and we had a lot of conversations about you putting your foot in your mouth.
Well, that and I got a new nickname.
Oh, you did? Yes, you did.
I got a new nickname.
You did.
I did. Yeah, you want to hear what my new nickname is?
Sure.
All right, here we go.
Hi, I'm Lisa from Marion, Arkansas.
Hey, Lisa.
I love tuning in to
Not once, but twice. How about that?
B-Dawg every Wednesday from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern on Tiki Man Radio.
She got a bonus shout out right there.
That's right.
Here's the other one. Here's my new nickname.
Hi, I'm Madeline from Memphis, Tennessee. I love tuning in to Tropical Country with B-Dawg and Lou.
That's right. I am the big dog. Don't you forget it.
It was so funny. Those ladies, we had such a good time with them, and I'm so excited that y'all are tuning in tonight. That just made my night when I saw your name pop up here. So, also Verona Corona.
Hello to Verona.
She's on her, should be soon, on her way.
I heard she's going to be one of the early arrivals.
That's right.
Yeah.
And Eric says, OH.
I.O., brother.
Even Gina Smith said I.O. I love it. Also, Lisa's laughing at your big dog. Yes, I agree, Michelle. They are a lot of fun. Lisa and Madeline, we laughed so hard. They were giving us... Well, they were backing me up. I'm just going to say that. So we were telling them about, and if y'all have been listening for any length of time, you know how much Brian, God love you, can put his foot in his mouth. So I was telling some of the stories. And there was one story that I had forgotten until we were sitting there talking. And I was going to make it a point to say it tonight. Mm-hmm. And now I can't remember it. So you might be off the hook.
I'm going to tell you, I was defenseless because I was surrounded by a bunch of women. You know, the bodyguard's out there making ice cream. Flaz, I think he was hung over someplace. I don't know where he disappeared to. I had no backup, and all the women were ganging up on me. I was defenseless. You know, there was just just no way I was digging myself out of that hole.
I told him about the short hair thing.
You told him about every mistake I've ever made in my life.
No, I didn't. But there was one that I forgot to talk about on the radio, and I wanted to remember it so bad. Lisa, help me out if you're listening. Or Larice, you might be able to help me out too. Also, want to give a shout out to Uncle Alex. He's out there saying hello.
Hello, hello.
He came to watch us in person tonight.
Yeah.
Let me think. There was someone else. Oh, Ed and Pat.
Well, hello to... Of course, that would be Ed the Tree Man and Pat, our photo girl, from the Peace Train with Ed the Tree Man here on Tiki Man Radio every Monday night. And I got to... They confuse me with the time. Is it at 6? I think it's at 6.
Okay.
6 to 8 our time. 5 to 7:30.
Yeah, I get confused with the time change.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you what, jumping back and forth on time changes never works well.
We ought to be a pro after this weekend.
Well, after this weekend, but I never changed my clock. So I had to try to keep it remember. And there was times when I forgot exactly what time it was.
Yes, I know. And that usually happened early in the morning. Listen, here we go. So we're at the hotel. I'm minding my own business. I get up. I usually wake up super early and I, smoke a cigarette, have some Mountain Dew, and then I'm ready for a nap, right? So sorry, Lisa just made me laugh. So, so I did that, and I come back upstairs to try to take a nap, and he's all like, we call him intense for no reason. So he's running around, and he's like, honey, we got to go. It's already like 9:30, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, honey, it's fine. Like, the party starts at 3. It'll be okay. So as he's running around, finally I'm like, okay, fine. So I didn't take a nap. I got up, got ready. We get going downstairs. We get in the car. He looks at the clock, and he's like, it's only 8:30 in the morning. Yes, it is. So yeah, he was behind on he only misread the time or forgot the time change in the morning. I don't understand it, but
Well, that's okay, but time is what it is. Time ain't what it used to be. And our guest tonight, Jay Allen, says there's no present like the time.
Take a picture, take a chance. Chase a dream, chase a girl. Say a prayer, take a trip. Don't hold your breath, hold your kids for that to be. Cause it can fade in a minute, no matter how you spin it. That clock keeps ticking, it can stop on a dime. Be careful how you spin it, and a blink it's gone goodbye. Cause there's no time like the present. There's no present like the time. It's a gift, it's all you get. Make a friend, make amends, make a call, tell the truth, say I love you. Help a stranger, help yourself. Pull that Bible off that shelf. Open it up with your mind. See the world through his eyes. Make the most of what matters the most in this life. Cause it can fade in a minute, no matter how you spin it. That clock keeps ticking, it can stop on a dime. Be careful how you spend it, and a blink it's gone goodbye. Cause there's no time like the present. There's no present like the time. It's a gift, it's all you get. Make a friend, make amends, make a call, tell the truth, say I love you. It can fade in a minute, no matter how you spin it. That clock keeps ticking, it can stop on a dime. Be careful how you spin it. There's no time like the present. Oh, there's no time like the present. There's no present like the time. It's a gift, it's all you get. Make a friend, make amends, make a call, tell the truth, say I love you.
Hey y'all, this is B-Dawg.
and Lou.
From Tropical Country, B-Dawg and Lou, here to tell you about our sponsor, JBL Legends Travel.
JBL Legends Travel is your full-service travel agent. They specialize in cruises, all-inclusive resort vacations, destination weddings, and romantic getaways. They're dedicated to offering you the best prices and advice, all while maintaining an emphasis on customer service.
So don't hesitate to contact them so they can start planning your next travel adventure. You can contact them at 732-831-5200 or check them out online at jbltravelgroup.net.
Mom needs rest. We need a vacation. Daddy's stressed. We need a vacation.
1, 2, 3.
Another day in nowhere town, just like the day before. So I put on my old blue jeans and I head on out the door. I sit and watch the same old faces as they go passing by, and I can't help thinking to myself, I love this simple life. Breathe it in 'cause the air is clear. Got everything I need right here. I think I'll go to the lake with my baby beside me, fishing pole and my troubles behind me, and sleep under the sky. I'll park my old Chevy at the end of the street, walk under a bridge and jump in a creek. Everything's alright in my country paradise. Oh, yeah. Sitting on a front porch swing with a glass of lemonade. Now I ain't got much money, but I think I got it made. Playing with my baby girl in the yard with no shoes on. No matter where this road might take me, there's still no place like home. And when I close my eyes at night, I only dream that I can go to the lake with my baby beside me, a fishing pole and my troubles behind me, and sleep under the sky. I'll park my old Chevy at the end of the street, walk under a bridge and jump in the creek, and everything's alright in my country paradise. In my country paradise. Don't need no palm trees, no white sandy beaches. We don't have to drive too far. I know a place where we can go, where the tide is right and the beer is cold. And if you wanna, we can stay and sleep under the stars. Let's go to the lake with my baby beside me, a fishing pole and my troubles behind me, and sleep under the sky. I'll park my old Chevy at the end of the street, walk under a bridge and jump in the creek, and everything's alright in my country paradise. Let's go to the lake with my baby beside me, a fishing pole and my troubles behind me, and sleep under the sky. In my country paradise. I'll park my old Chevy at the end of the street, walk under a bridge and jump in the creek, and everything's alright in my country. So let's go to the lake with my baby beside me, a fishing pole and my troubles behind me, and sleep under the sky. In my country paradise. I'll park my old Chevy at the end of the street, walk under a bridge and jump in the creek, and everything's alright in my country paradise.
Country Paradise, that's Chapel Hart, which of course came to fame on America's Got Talent. And I think we forgot to mention to everybody that during our little stint there at CMI Fest, we did get to meet two-thirds of
did.
Chapel Hart, actually.
Yeah, we did. We did. They were a lot of fun as well.
It just happened to be, it's one of those things of you never know who you're going to run into.
Yeah.
And we were walking back a hallway at the Music City Center, and they were coming out from an interview as we were coming in for interviews. And funny ladies, they laughed and joked. One was, she had to take off her shoes because they had to run.
That's right.
She's made some jokes. We just said some cordial, nice to meet you, and as they ran off. So it was a very quick interaction, but they definitely seemed very genuine and very nice ladies.
Yeah, they were hysterical. They were hysterical. Speaking of hysterical, so Lisa just reminded me. While we were over at the BAR.
Yes.
You had me tell them my favorite saying.
Yes, I did.
So B-Dawg was talking about Luke Bryan. Who else did you mention? Neil McCoy.
Every country singer you've ever had a crush on, you have made this statement.
I'll teach him how to love a fat girl. I will. Not gonna lie. But I said that. And it was funny because I didn't even know what you were talking about. You were just like, tell them you're saying. And so I did. And they got a big kick out of that. So you're allowed to use it. There's no copyright on that. But
I think you should copyright that.
I'll teach him how to love a fat girl. Yeah, I'll teach him something. I'm just saying. So let me see. I just dropped it. Rick the Stick. Please be careful over there. He's about to start looking for Noah's Ark over there in South Carolina. He's in a big storm, so be careful over there.
Oh, no.
And also, Mo did, she's always got your back. Peace Train with Ed the Train Man, 6 p.m. Eastern.
I said 6.
You
6
said
to 8.
5, 6.
5 Central, 6 Eastern.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Thanks for having my back, though, Mo.
Monica, the producer, is out there.
Well, of course, that is Moni, and she is the producer of The Big Show, Sunday mornings with the Tiki Man, right here on Tiki Man Radio, every Sunday at 10 a.m. And, of course, it broadcasts live on the Island J webcam over here on the YouTube.
And we are super excited to finally get to meet
Moni
and vacuum cleaner Tom.
I know.
This coming weekend. So they're doing some last minute packing as we speak. Same way with Verona Corona. We've
Very
already
nice.
seen you, but we can't wait to give you a hug. But yeah, so lots of folks coming this weekend.
Yeah.
And I know we're friends with all these people online and some of them, and so last year, this is one of my all-time most embarrassing moments. So last year, we meet all these people online and we don't get to see them in person. Mm-hmm. And so last year, there was this lady that came to the summer party. I still don't know who she is, but she came walking by, and as she did, she said, "Hey, Lou," and I said, "Hey, nice to see you again." And I gave her a hug because she looked familiar to me.
You'd never met her before in your life.
Not once. She was looking at me like, "Why are you touching me?" Like, I'm so sorry. I thought I knew you from somewhere.
Well, warning to everybody who's coming to this party for the very first time, you are going to be surrounded by a bunch of huggers.
Oh, yeah.
We don't just wave hi. We don't just shake hands.
We hug your neck.
We hug your neck because, number one, you're in the South. And number two, that's just the kind of people everybody is around here.
That's
and,
right.
It happened the first time we walked through the door. Some people came up and just started hugging our necks. So,
oh, my God.
So get used to it. It's just the way it is.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. And if somebody thinks they know you and they hug you, or if I think I know you and I hug you, just hug me and play along. It'll be fine. I have a tendency to do that. So sorry.
Well, you know.
So Maureen is also packing. She's getting ready to head over tomorrow after work.
Oh, very cool.
Over to this area tomorrow after work.
Mm-hmm.
Patty says that you are under a tornado warning where you're at, so please be careful.
Yes.
Please be careful.
I tell you what, she keeps very close eye on the weather and where he is at.
She does.
And
she takes care of him.
I know. It's just like she's sitting right beside him.
Yep.
She's keeping a track of the situation, advising him so, he can stay out of trouble, and we are so thankful for that. And,
yeah, absolutely.
And I feel bad because we said Rick the Stick. He's
There
one of our
you
truck
go.
drivers, so I can't believe I almost forgot that.
I also want to give a shout out to Gwecko Flocker.
Wow. The sound man from hell.
That's right. He is out there. He said he commented in the chat. He's out there working on his bike for his mobile knife business, knife making business.
Okay.
Sorry, Gary. I wasn't.
Well, of course, that is Gary Eck. He is the host of the Key West Show here on Tiki Man Radio every Sunday night at 8. And if you want Key West in your face, well, then you tune in to the sound man from hell, the Reverend Gwecko Flocker, and the numerous, I don't know if they're just names or if they're personalities yet, but you definitely want to tune in for entertaining time of entertainment.
And he's okay. So I went back to the message. He is listening to us while he's working on his excellent knife mobile sharpening service tricycle. So
All right.
if you would see the picture, if you're in this chat for the B-Dawg and Lou Tropical Country page on Facebook, this is the coolest looking thing ever. But I also want to give a shout out to Jody Thoffney.
Well, that is from Cammy's Grammys.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Also,
and we have seen pictures of her. We've seen the interviews with her.
Yes.
But that's another person we've yet to get to meet in person. So
is she coming this weekend?
I don't know. Are you coming, Jody?
I hope so.
But definitely we want everybody, Cammy's Grammys is a lot of the pictures you're starting to see plop up around here and people. And Michelle, the ambassador, just got gifted one of those beautiful signs from Cammy's Grammys. So definitely take the time to check out Cammy's Grammys and all her wonderful creations.
Mr. Graham Andrews, hello.
Well, hey, Graham.
Also, Renee White, hello to you.
Well, hello, Renee.
Want to also give a shout out, and I have to tell you this story. Paulette Justin, hello.
I'm going to tell you what. First of all, you want to see somebody all of a sudden turn as white as a ghost, and all of a sudden just get a little on edge,
little teary,
and a little teary. This was her, because this was Lou, because it was right after I accidentally created this new chat, and the first name that pops up in that chat,
and all it said was
Paulette. Which, for those of you that didn't know, that is Lou's mom's name, and she passed away. So it was just eerie that we post this chat, and the very first name that pops up on that chat was named Paulette, and she just had a little moment.
The best part about it was, not only did it only say Paulette, but it was just an emoji with hearts for eyes. You know, the hearted-eyed smiley face. That was just. So, yeah, I got a little bit teary, but we are super glad that you're here, Miss Paulette. And thank you for giving me that thought in my head. So, also, BB is out there.
Well, hey, BB.
I know. I love her.
Oh, my God. We haven't seen her in, 6-7 years?
It's been a long time, and she has invited us several times to go to New York. She lives in, not New York City, it's Upper New York.
New York State.
Yeah, New York State. But, yeah, we have not gone yet, so we really do need to come. And Miss Kelly Van Dyne is out there.
Or Kelly.
I get to see her next week, and I'm so excited. Kelly is a dear friend of mine. We work together. They paired us up back when I worked for a company in Ohio doing case management. Kelly and I think I started like a week before Kelly, and then they paired us up in training. Oh. And I think they regretted it since day one, because we became the trouble pair. They started calling us Laverne and Shirley, because no matter what we did, we either got into trouble or something stupid, silly happened. It was a lot of fun. And Allie Becca is out there.
Well, hello, and Allison.
Hello. So, yeah. So Allie saw the Paulette in the chat and got teary-eyed, too.
No.
So, but yeah. Oh, so Verona Corona says if BB lives in upstate New York, she's not too far from that, so we could sneak up to Canada and visit her too.
Well, we'd have to get a passport.
Oh yeah, we got to do that first. Sorry, Verona. Maybe you can travel.
We're one of those people that never leave the country. That's all. There's so much in this country to see.
We just never have done it yet.
We just never go anywhere else.
We threaten it every year. We just haven't made it. So, Verona, maybe you can come back across the border a little bit and visit us while we're up there.
That's right. Because, when we talked about, we went over to the BAR to hang out and for the big 4th of July 3rd party.
Yeah.
It was a day
and
early.
The best fireworks. Their fireworks were amazing. Yeah. I know you're not a fireworks guy, but they were beautiful.
But, driving over, going anywhere with Lou in the car can be an adventure, because you just never know what's going to happen. So we're making our travels over there, and of course, we've talked about the land of the hippie chicks, Peoples.
Oh yeah.
So we had to stop in Bucksnort, Tennessee.
Bucksnort.
You heard that right. Bucksnort, Tennessee. Population, I think, of about 2.
Right. Well, apparently there's more than that, because that's where Heather's people are.
Heather's peoples are there, and of course, to learn the legend. The legend of Bucksnort is a long time ago. There was a man there who kind of made illegal moonshine, and all the men folk up in the mountains would say, "We're going to go to Bucks and get a snort." So that's how it became Bucksnort.
There's another more long and involved theory.
There is another one, but that's the one that's printed on the T-shirt.
That is the one on the T-shirt. And yes, B-Dawg had to get himself a new Bucksnort T-shirt. He's all happy about it. We got a lot of T-shirts.
Yeah.
Well, you got a lot. I got one.
Yeah, you can look at the T-shirt she's got on.
Yeah.
Because after we left a Bucksnort, we managed to find our way over to Loretta Lynn's Dude Ranch.
I'm telling you, I have got to go back there. Kelly, we got to make some plans. I'm just saying. So, and Allison, I don't know if you would like it, because there's like no cell service, no internet. But
zero zilch.
Nothing out there. But it's beautiful. And so one of the songs that I grew up singing with my mama was "You Ain't Woman Enough." And so we walked in the gift shop. We saw this T-shirt. I saw it in blue first, but they didn't have my big girl size. So, but yeah, so apparently at Loretta Lynn's Dude Ranch now, they have, some of y'all might know this, but they have a replica of her Butcher Holler house that you can tour. And they also have, of course, a couple gift shops. And then her house you can now tour. And there's a museum, like 1,800 square foot museum. Yeah. And her tour bus was sitting up on the hill. And so, no, Allie, we went to the restaurant. This is a whole, like, 4,500 acres ranch, like her whole ranch where she lived. Yeah. Yes, it is haunted, Kelly, which is why I want to go.
And it's also, believe it or not, is a big campground and event center. There at Loretta Lynn's, they do everything from motocross to chuck wagon races.
I want to see those. I think that would be hysterical.
They have live concerts, and this is a huge property. And we actually learned that it's actually its own town.
Yeah. So when we got there was a little post office. And again, some of you may know this. We're sheltered, okay? So there was this little post office there, and it said Hurricane Mills, Tennessee. And we thought it was like decoration or something because we didn't know. But apparently, Loretta and Mooney bought the town of Hurricane Mills. And so, yeah, it's got its own zip code. So Allison's game, even though there's no internet.
Okay.
Sweet. So, yeah, so you can rent cabins out there, and the cabins, they don't have, like, the huge cabins. So the biggest one was, like, what, 2 queen beds, I think?
No, the biggest one, they actually sleeps 8.
Really?
Yeah, it's
How
called,
did I miss that?
It's a bunkhouse.
Oh.
Like an old-fashioned bunkhouse.
I got you. So, yeah, so the prices are actually cheaper than a hotel room.
Yeah.
I mean, really, prices are really, really reasonable.
For those of you that are campers, I just about fell off my stool when I saw full hookup camping, $47 a night.
Yeah.
It was like, what?
And if you take a tent.
Was it 47 or 74?
I think it was only 47. Because if you take a tent, it was only like $40 or something.
And the cabin's $140 a night for a cabin.
Yeah.
Was just
That's insane.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. So
I'll have to double check that price, but my dyslexia may be. It was either 47 or 74. Either way, it is a great deal. On a full hookup camping spot.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, it was beautiful out there. And yes, Kelly, it is haunted, and I can say that because Miss Loretta said it herself. Miss Loretta always said her place was haunted by nice people.
Yep.
And so I cannot. They had some of y'all that know me, they had I'm not sure the history, but it was an old log cabin from the 1800s, and it was the original wood, and they transported it from somewhere else and brought it to this land and
built it right there at the entry.
Yeah, and it's original stuff. Okay, so I walked in the door and just about fell over. Like, I had to walk out because it was just a little overwhelming. But it was the coolest place. So everything that we got to see, we just kind of drove around, walked around a little bit. We didn't go into the museums or the house or anything like that because we thought we want to dedicate a whole weekend. I mean, there's a swimming pool there. You can swim in the creek. We
just didn't want to do a hit and run.
There's hiking. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff.
This was cool, more of a scouting trip.
Yes.
We got to scout out the things and found some things that we want to do and want to go back.
Yeah.
And that was definitely one of them. But
it was so much fun.
Absolutely. Then after we left there, we continued our way on over to Memphis. And, of course, we got to experience one thing that Memphis is, to me, I guess, famous for.
Okay.
That good old Memphis rain.
Oh, yes, we did.
Here's Parker McCollum.
Stay I can still see that old late frame kicking back off of that big lake. I still go there to the middle of nowhere. It's a lifetime left to me. Gotta build it up to what it ought to be, just like he told me. Never pray for change. That'll Memphis rain. That'll Memphis
Hey y'all, it's Michelle Myers, your ambassador of all great things. And every Wednesday beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern, I'm tuned in to a great show, Tropical Country with B-Dawg and Lou, streaming live on the Tiki Man Radio app or on the YouTube channel. They always have great fun, great music, great conversation. So come on over and tune in.
Looking at you looking at me. Just give me the time, see where it leads. Mama, won't you get close to me and be my dirt road dancing queen? Whatever you want, I'll take you with me. You wanna ride, hop in the seat. Baby girl, you got me all shook up, like a rusted out pickup truck. You can hold me tight and keep me warm at night, and you can love me right, but baby, don't step on my blue suede boots. Don't give me those blue suede blues. Don't tell me those lies, baby. Only tonight, lady, dance the night away, but don't step on my blue suede boots. The night is young, they're playing my song. I'm pulling you close, and now it's on. Baby girl, you got me all shook up, like a rusted out pickup truck. You can hold me tight and keep me warm at night, and you can love me right, but baby, don't step on my blue suede boots. Don't give me those blue suede blues. Don't tell me those lies, baby. Only tonight, lady, dance the night away, but don't step on my blue suede boots. Tease me, please me, but don't step on my cases. Tease me, squeeze me, but baby, take it easy. Tease me, please me, but don't step on my cases. Tease me, squeeze me, but don't step on my blue suede boots. Don't give me those blue suede blues. Don't tell me those lies, baby. Only tonight, lady, dance the night away, but don't step on my blue suede boots. Don't give me those blue suede blues. Don't tell me those lies, baby. Only tonight, lady, dance the night away, but don't step on my blue suede boots.
And now, Tiki Man Radio is proud to present the JBL Legends Travel Moment with Joe Leo. Take it away, Joe.
Good morning, everybody. It's Joe Leo here at the JBL Legends Travel Group with this week's Travel Minute. And I want to go back to talking about cruises again, because we were talking about it for a couple of weeks, and then I digressed a little bit. But this time what I want to do is I want to talk about river cruises. And I'm going to start out with a company called HUUUMMPP Waterways. So the big difference, first of all, between the major ocean cruise lines and the river cruise lines, the major difference is the size of the ships and the size of the amount of cabins. The river cruise lines and HUUUMMPP Waterways specifically have anywhere between 50 and 100 cabins, and that's it. So it's a real personalized experience. And this cruise ship actually sails along the Danube and the Rhine River. So you have itineraries like the heart of Europe, Belgium, the Netherlands, Austria, Germany, France, that kind of thing. HUUUMMPP Waterways has been around now 20 years. It's family owned and operated. And what's good about these river cruises, the prices range, first of all, anywhere between say $3,500 to up to $5,000 per person. But what's included with that is all your meals, your drinks, excursions at every single port. The cruises range from 7 to 10 days. It's very personalized, very small, very intimate, a great little holiday if you want to do that. It's great for a honeymoon or, I get a lot of calls. People want to go on the Christmas market ones. And that one goes through Germany, Austria, and Hungary, and visits all the amazing Christmas markets all along that part of Europe. So also included in that, 9 times out of 10, they package your airfare in with the price of the cruise. And they also give you either a 1 or 2 night pre-cruise stay or a 1 or 2 night post-cruise stay included as part of the package. And they're always running discounts, $1,500 off if you book by, a certain date. But it's a different type of cruise. I have a lot of customers that's all they do. They don't want an ocean cruise. The ships are too big, and they don't want to be in those crowds. So they take these more intimate, smaller cruises. So if you've ever thought about going out to Europe, Germany, and Hungary, Belgium, out in that area, and you want to experience something really cool, this is a great way to do it. It actually works out to be cheaper than if you were to fly there and do a land vacation and then hit those 2 or 3 countries yourself by the time you transfer to the next country and get hotels set up and that. This is really a great way to see a bunch of different countries at a lot lesser expense than flying there and doing it on your own. And like I said, staying in hotels. So this is river cruising, and there's a lot of different ones. This is HUUUMMPP Waterways. We have Emerald Waterways. I can't even think of it. There's just so many of them, but we're going to cover them over the next couple of weeks on and off. But if you have any questions about river cruising or ocean cruising, give me a call. I'll be glad to talk to you about it and give you some options. If there's someplace you'd like to go specifically, we can look for that. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your weekend. This has been Joe Leo with this week's JBL Travel Minute. Talk to you later.
Thanks, Joe. Always travel with someone you trust. JBL Legends Travel and Joe Leo. Reach out to him at 732-831-5200. The official travel company of Tiki Man Radio.
This one year, I wasn't all there for. Had too much to drink one night and stumbled through a door. I got this cross on my arm before I knew what a cross was for. That one year, you can still make out her name. Yeah, I thought I loved her once, but all she did was cause me pain. Now she's covered up, and that's how she's gonna stay. Just another drop of ink along the way. I'll take these tattoos to heaven, every line, every lesson. The ones I loved and heard along the road I've been bound. They're the moments that made me, the woman that saved me. I'll take them to the grave and ride on up to the clouds. My broken heart and washed in whiskey, holy confession. Whoa, I'll take these tattoos to heaven. So fight in the rain down the drain, I drive to Tennessee. It's the smile of the ball, the kiss and the call, the way you looked at me. It's a 2 a.m. call, fist through that wall, cut me like a knife. It's more than make a song, a drink, a map of my whole life. I'll take these tattoos to heaven, every line, every lesson. The ones I loved and heard along the road I've been down. They're the moments that made me, the woman that saved me. I'll take them to the grave and ride on up to the clouds. My broken heart and washed in whiskey, holy confession. Whoa, I'll take these tattoos to heaven. I'll take these tattoos to heaven. I'll take these tattoos to heaven. I'll take these tattoos to heaven.
Tattoos to Heaven, that's Jay Allen. He will be hopefully joining us very, very shortly. Watching for him, see if he logs in here at any point in time. And as soon as he does, we will stop whatever we are doing and get over here so that you guys can meet him, learn about him, his music, and also his mission, his passion. Fantastic guy, and I think you are going to be very, very moved by him when he gets in here. So we've told him about quarter after. So hopefully it'll be here very, very shortly. So what you got over there, Lou?
Want to give a big shout out to our sponsor, Joe Leo.
Well, hello to Joe.
And Sue. They're out there tonight.
Well,
hi, guys.
Sue, too?
Listen, they're a couple. I'm going to say
All
she's
right.
out there.
Well, hello to the OG sponsor.
That's right.
That's right.
We love you, Joe. Also, I think looks like Rick the Stick might be in the clear now, so that's always good
That's
news.
good to know.
At least it is dry where he is. So, yes. And, I don't know about anybody else. We're getting lots of comments that people are loving the JBL Legends Travel Minute.
Oh, good.
Yeah, and honestly, I learned so much from
River
this.
cruises. Who thought that was a thing?
I would love that. I'm still trying to talk him into the Alaskan cruise. Just saying, girls. Lisa, if you're still out there, Michelle, back me up. Just saying.
I'm pretty sure at some point in time I'll put my foot in my mouth and she'll get it.
It was so funny over there. Lisa kept saying, if he keeps talking, he's going to have to buy you more. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And Joe, Alice and Rebecca on YouTube. That is our daughter. Mm-hmm. And so Allison is going to be getting a hold of you soon to talk about their honeymoon plans. They're not going to be able to do their honeymoon right after the wedding in September because she's still in nursing school. So she has one more year to go. And then as soon as she's done, she'll be ready for the honeymoon trip, celebration trip, all of that. So Allison's going to be getting a hold of you to see if you can help her plan that. So, and Joe already responded, of course, because Joe's on top of it.
He is on top of it.
He is there, Allie, whenever you're ready. You just holler at him. We happen to have his phone number. Just saying. Get a piece of paper and pencil ready.
All you got to do is call 732-831-5200.
There you go. I was hoping I did the point, but
Which is amazing because I was doing other things, but I heard it. I was staring over here looking this, reading this. I heard her talking, and I just heard her say number. So, boom.
And you knew.
My ADD is a superpower.
It really is sometimes. B-Dawg has a way of being able to read people, so he keeps me out of trouble in some ways, for sure. For sure. We are going, speaking of wedding, we are going tomorrow. I don't even know if I've told you this, honey. Tomorrow, after I get off work.
Well, hold on here.
Is he here?
No.
Darn.
That was me. I hit the wrong button.
Oh, okay.
But no. Did you just admit that you're acknowledging that you may not have told me something? Because normally it's, I told you, you just don't remember. So are you publicly admitting that you withheld information from me? I'm
publicly admitting that I may have forgotten to tell you
Yeah, sure.
that we are going tomorrow for Allie's final dress fitting.
Oh.
Yeah. And maybe some dinner out because I have not seen her for a long time, it feels like.
Does that mean we're getting close to time in which I got to go get a tux fitting?
Yes, sir.
Uh-oh.
And I got to get a dress.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I knew I shouldn't have put that brownie in that ice cream while I was up there. I paid for it. I stepped on the scale this morning, and I'm like, oh, good Lord. I think I gained 5 pounds in a whole weekend.
Well, we'll blame Z&G and the ambassador and the bodyguard.
Yeah.
They had some, oh, Lord, some amazing food at that.
Yes, they did.
Get together. Oh, and you're very welcome. Joe said thank you for playing his version, his Elvis version of Tennessee Whiskey.
Tennessee Whiskey.
Who says? We're still waiting on the, what did we call it? The country.
The country doo-wop?
Yes. We're still waiting on a country doo-wop song.
There you go. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So
whenever you record it, you let us know. Joe, are you guys gonna be able to come to the summer party? For some reason, I'm thinking you said you were not. That makes me sad.
Well.
But hopefully you will be able to come.
So you got any more shout-outs, huh?
Let me see. Not that I'm seeing at the moment.
All right. Well, while we await the arrival, Mr. Jay Allen, how about I play some new music? Because we've had several new songs that were emailed to us and said, hey, check this out. So I got a brand new one from somebody I'm pretty sure that everybody is familiar with, Mr. Jeffrey Randalls, and he's got a boating problem.
I just set sail across my neighborhood. I got me a lookout and she's looking damn good. Cruising the canals on our way to the Gulf. Yeah, we're meeting up with our crew and then we're off. I got a cooler full of ice for my rolling rock. Putting on the QT, passing the docks. We'll motor out of sight, that's right. Wanna anchor by noon, where we be looking like a sailing saloon. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I got drinking friends with a floating problem. We all got second homes and we be floating on them. Party on the water, smoke them if you got them. Shut it up, that bottle, all the way to the bottom. I got drinking friends with a boating problem. My baby, she be fishing just like I taught her. I brought my guitar to boogie woogie on the water. We all hoist different flags, but we in the same fleet. Oh, ain't we cool out here in the heat? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I got drinking friends with a floating problem. We all got second homes and we be floating on them. Party on the water, smoke them if you got them. Shut it up, that bottle, all the way to the bottom. I got drinking friends with a floating problem. 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 Yeah, yeah, yeah. I got drinking friends with a floating problem. We all got second homes and we be floating
open problem.
Mr. Jeffrey Randall, Boating Problem.
What a fun song.
Yeah, and I believe our guest of honor has arrived. So let me click some buttons, and we're going to get over here and do a little clicky click and see if we can get everybody on here. And there we are, Mr. Jay Allen, everybody. Welcome him to Tropical Country.
Let's go.
How are you doing?
Good, man. We're in a tour band right now, touring the East Coast.
How cool is that?
So you're touring the East Coast right now?
Yes. We played at Quantico last night, which is the crossroads. Well, they told me not to say the largest military base in America, but basically that's what it is. That's how important it is. So we played that last night for 4th of July.
How cool was that?
Pretty sick. 6,000 people, 6,000 Marines. It was awesome.
Oh, there you go.
Well, I appreciate that. As a Marine myself, I definitely appreciate that. And, I remember all the great concerts and the entertainment that came on base. And, it just helped make the day a little bit better. So, and I'm sure you put on one hell of a show.
Well, we left our heart out there on the stage, man.
I bet you
I don't really
did.
remember going back to the hotel. So,
So you left your heart and a few other things out on the stage.
Yeah, organs. Yeah, it was fun, man. Yeah, I remember you saying that. So, I appreciate you for your service. Thank you for that. God bless you for that. My best friend's a Marine, so it was a big deal to be there. That was my first military base I've ever played. I was really looking forward to it, and it was all that it was cracked up to be, and everyone was so kind and hospitable. Everything that Marines are, they were to us. So it was, and on the 4th of July, on Independence Day, couldn't have been a better setup for us. So unbelievable.
Very cool. Now, I do believe this may be our first interview where the person is rolling down the highway. So we hope the internet gods are going to be good to us, and we'll have a great interview
And
here.
thank you for taking the time.
Yes.
Thank you for taking the time. I know you're
course.
super busy.
Lou, of course. It's good to be here, y'all. I mean, we try to knock out as many things while we're on the road, besides just playing shows. So it's nice to break it up and have a conversation with some of my new favorite friends.
Nah. Well, I tell you what, we love you to death. We've been playing your music and telling everybody about it. We told everybody about Blank Stares, and we're like, now listen, we're not going to play it on the air because we want you to put yourself in the right frame of mind. We want you to sit and listen, close your eyes. And we don't want everybody crying by the end of the show, because I can't not listen to that song without crying, because it hits me hard too, because the subject matter, it's close to me, because I've had family, as we talked before, suffer on both sides with Alzheimer's, so it's very personal. So I can't play it on the show, or else I will never make it through a show either. But we know we have had a lot of listeners comment back to us, and they have gone to
Listen, and they absolutely love it, and it really is such an amazing song, and it's really done a lot for not only your career but for the Alzheimer's Association, right?
Yeah, well, thanks you for sharing that. I'm sorry that you've had to experience it with your family. It's it's the 6th leading cause of death in America. It's terrible. I'm a fun guy, but it broke me down, for a couple of years to have to lose my own mother, to kind of, have to wake up every day and stomach the reality of that. So
yeah,
I'm really thankful that, my mother's life gave my life purpose. Now I get to get on stages and do things like this, talk to awesome people like y'all, and help spread good through something that's painful. We have a common bond, something that was really sad we all had to experience, but because of that common bond, we can talk about it and find healing now. So thank you for sharing that song. And it has gone on to do unbelievable things, surpass my expectations or dreams or visions. And, it's helped raise $100 million to fight against Alzheimer's and growing. We just did another event for caregivers in Utah, raised $200,000 in one night.
Wow.
So it's just like, at the end of the day, like for me, this is way more than being an artist. It's how can I utilize any gift that God's given me to help other people? So
Right.
that's why we're here.
And that song kind of gave a lot of attention to your music as well, because it kind of went viral, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. And then, I went on The Voice last season and it kind of resurged again. It was cool just to see it, the story told in a whole different light, in such a bigger than life way, and it went number 2 on the iTunes charts. And here we go again, and then I, just announced to sign a record deal. And we have an awesome team. I have a great manager and a great band. We're touring full time, and now we're releasing a ton of new music. And it's a good time to be alive, be out here doing this thing, man.
Well, I definitely, I love the messages in your music. Earlier in the show, I played "No Present Like the Time," and there's a lot of truth in that, because tomorrow's not promised.
That's right. I started thinking about when I was on The Voice. Actually, I was stuck in LA for 2 months while we were filming The Voice, and I had a lot of alone time. And there was a switch that went off inside of me. I started to think, I've been sad for a long time. Well, and I have the right to be. We all go through the grieving process, in our own particular way. For me, I think I started thinking differently. It's like, what did I take that was positive from that loss? And I say this on stage all the time now before we sing this song. I say, what if you're, how about when your little brother, your little sister, your mom, your dad, or your aunt calls you at the end of a long day, it's 5 o'clock, you just want to get home after a long work day. How about you just pick up the phone,
Mm-hmm.
You never know if you're going to have tomorrow or not. If your best friend stabs you in the back, how about you just let it go, someone invites you to, people invite us to go to crazy places to perform and play shows, and how about you just say yes?
Mm-hmm.
You never know what's going to happen, You might not get to, do all those things tomorrow.
Right.
It might be taken from you like a thief in the night. So that's what that song's about. We all know the phrase, there's no time like the present, but how about time is also a gift? Make the most out of it. You only get one go, so
that's right.
Rock and roll.
That's right. But and now you've your current single that you've released out. It's a fun song.
Yes, thank God. I'll always be the guy that's going to have the conversations that no one wants to have, that are hard to have. That is, a role I've taken on, and I'm proud of that role. But also, like I said, I feel like I've earned the right to have a little fun with my music now, and I'm a tatted up dude. I like to rock and roll. I grew up on rock and roll. My dad introduced me to the legends of rock and roll, and I like to have a good time. I like to put on a good time, make sure everyone around me is having a good time. So I want the music to represent that now, and we'll always include these, heavier songs in our sets. And I'll always be at the forefront of the fight against Alzheimer's, specifically. But now we're going to drop some bangers. Like I said, I got a 5-piece band. They're in the band with me right now.
Hey, guys.
So, we rock and roll. So those are the, the songs are going to paint that picture of what's coming next. It's all very high energy, very fun, very rock meets country radio.
Well, this song is perfect for our show.
Absolutely.
Yellow
And,
Shots. We're all about that.
we debuted it, and everybody's like, yeah, they love that song. It is a very upbeat song, especially, in some ways they kind of hit you because it's shocking, because we've talked about all these heartfelt songs, and you're hitting people in the feels, and then all of a sudden you hit them with something that's fun and get them smiling, and it shows a completely different side of you, that there's that deep, sincere guy who's faced all these problems, but you've come out on the other side and you're having fun and you're enjoying life.
And the video is amazing too. The video is tons of fun to watch.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, man, we had a blast making that video. Like I said, my manager, she's sitting right in front of me. Actually, she's on the road with us right now.
Well, hello again.
Well, hello. Hey.
Nice to see you again.
Yeah.
Sorry, bad weary.
For the artwork for the single, she actually she put me in a kiddie pool, and she filled it with 500 Jello shots. It is literally like the silliest, most fun thing I've ever done in my life. But yeah, that's really what it is. It's like, I hope it is kind of a lighthearted, funny song, but I hope people see through my story, like broader scope, is that there is a light at the end of the tunnel.
Absolutely.
You can survive. You can't beat your demons. You can get through the grieving process. You can find healing. You can succeed. And if you just keep going, that's really, what we're doing now. The type of songs we're releasing, the type of show that we play, I try to tell that story. I'm glad y'all see that. That makes my heart happy.
Hey, we've been keeping an eye on you, and I am so glad that you were able to get on here and be with us on the show live. Because number one, the interview that we did, we covered a lot of material on there, and we really got to dive deep and know you. And you know how.
All right, we're going to be honest.
We're going to be honest with you, okay?
Sure.
Lou recorded that whole video, and then when she went to upload it on her Dropbox to edit it, it disappeared.
Yeah.
Gone.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I have searched everywhere.
And the weird thing is there was one other interview that she had transferred over with it. It's there. But for some odd reason, yours kind of went into the cloud someplace.
Yeah.
So that's why we was like, we got to reach out. Because, your message is too daggone important not to include it and have you.
Yeah.
And so we're so glad you made the time to come on and be here with us live.
And honestly,
and to tell your story.
If you're ever in Chattanooga area, we would love to have you in studio. I mean, it would just be phenomenal. We'll make it up to you.
Let's make that happen soon. I want to make that happen. I'm so sorry you lost that interview. I'm glad we're getting a redo. Some technology sometimes works to benefit us in massive ways. Sometimes it hurts us. I feel that every day.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that happened, but here we are. We're back at it. So
that's right.
It worked out.
Absolutely. Right. So where are you heading now?
So we just played Quantico last night in Virginia, right outside of DC. Now we're going to Cranston, Rhode Island.
Oh, okay.
So playing at the theater for a big Alzheimer's benefit. Yep. So yeah, it's gonna be a really special night in a beautiful theater, and the buyer for the show, they're dealing with it right now with her mother, so they're right in the middle of all of it. So hopefully we can bring some joy to her life during this hard time. That's the whole purpose of why we do what we do.
Absolutely, and show you can be that example of the light at the end of the tunnel. That it really will be okay. As hard as it is, it will be okay.
That's right. It will be. I don't think a lot of us, especially when we're in the dark place, we don't think that that's a possibility.
Yeah.
I'm here to tell you it is. So we're going to share that message with her and everyone that attends on Friday night.
Absolutely.
I love that.
Well, I want to let everybody know where they can keep track of where you're going to be. So if they want to catch a show, they can come out and see you. Where they can get your music and all your socials. Let them know, because we want people to keep track of you like we do.
I appreciate that. Yeah, so I have a website. It'sjallenofficial.com. All my tour dates and ticket links, cities, any details you need are on there, as well as all the links to all the music. The music is all over all the streaming services, Spotify, Amazon, Pandora, Apple, and so on. And everything, all my social handles are at @JAllenMusic. So hit me there on the Instagram, Facebook, on the TikTok. I never thought I'd be on TikTok, but here we are.
We said the same thing.
Yeah. What are we doing? But we've utilized all those platforms to accomplish great and beautiful things that, again, help others. So come check me out on there. I try to be a little diverse on all the platforms, but younger people go to Instagram and TikTok. Everyone else goes to Facebook. I've had the most success on Facebook. That's where the video of me and my mother, me singing Blank Stares to her when she was really sick on stage, that's where it first went viral. So Facebook has been a huge asset for us to help raise funds and raise awareness. So I'd say go there. That's the first spot. Check out my Facebook.
All right. Well, you're breaking up a little bit, so we want to be able to tell you bye properly before we totally lose you. But,
sorry.
But
no. You're fine.
No. But definitely, if you're going to be around the Chattanooga area, give us a holler, and we'll try to hook up. If you're going to just be close, let us know, and because we've been known to travel a little distance to see people, especially the people that we love. Yeah, we just got back from Memphis last night, so you just never know where we'll take off and go to.
Nice.
Yeah, so get a hold of us anytime, and you are welcome to come into the studio. Okay. Please do, and let us know when you're going to be anywhere. I'd say probably within 6 hours of Chattanooga, we'll be there.
We'll drive.
I would love that. We'll come see you, and I'll bring my guitarist and bring a guitar, and we'll play for y'all.
That
would be great.
That'd be amazing.
You reach out, and we'll make it happen, all right?
Sounds good, friends.
All right. We're going to let you fly, and we're going to leave everybody with your current single, Jello Shot.
Thanks, Jay.
I see colors, shade of lips that make me wonder, shape of hips that got my number, making my head bounce like a beach ball in summer. And I can't look away. You're brighter than a sunny day. If you're gonna shine that way, I'm gonna have to say, babe, hold on, wait a minute, girl, you got a body, so do something with it. Come on, out in the middle, you're looking like a hot, so burn it up a little. You, me, I'll be the smooth and you be the sweet. Don't think, drink, give it everything you got. Baby, shake it like a Jello shot. Your kiss is candy. I can taste that Grey Goose in it. If I take one, I'll take too many. But watching you get low like a rainbow, I'm already so high, and I can't look away. You're brighter than a sunny day. If you're gonna shine that way, I'm gonna have to say, babe, hold on, wait a minute, girl, you got a body, so do something with it. Come on, out in the middle, you're looking like a hot, so burn it up a little. You, me, I'll be the smooth and you be the sweet. Don't think, drink, give it everything you got. Baby, shake it like a Jello shot. Shake it like an Alabama slammer. Shake it like it's apple pie. Shake it like it's rum and banana. Come on, Bahama mama, don't be shy. Hold on, wait a minute, girl, you got a body, so do something with it. Come on, out in the middle, you're looking like a hot, so burn it up a little. You, me, I'll be the smooth and you be the sweet. Don't think, drink, give it everything you got. Baby, shake it like a Jello shot. Wait a minute, girl, you got a body, so do something with it. Come on, out in the middle, you're looking like a hot, so burn it up a little. You, me, I'll be the smooth and you be the sweet. Don't think, drink, give it everything you got. Baby, shake it like a Jello shot. Baby, shake it like a Jello shot. Shake it for me, baby.
This is Tim Myers, the bodyguard, a.k.a. the Ice Cream Man, with Tiki Man Radio. I want you to tune in to Tropical Country with B-Dawg and Lou, Wednesday from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Island Time.
Been packing up for Ocean Beach ever since I was a kid. First 2 weeks of August, yeah, that's just what we did. Cousins, friends, and neighbors, my first cold beer on ice. Swimsuits hanging on the line, a little slice of paradise. When the good Lord takes me, when this sweet life ends, hope I see my brother and we'll be catching waves again. And I hope the sun shines like gold in the streets of paved with sand, and that salty blue-green water turns out to be the promised land. Yeah, I'm betting there's a beach up in heaven. Bet the stairway is a boardwalk, the pearly gates just past the dunes. With them Jersey Shore angels tanning on a summer afternoon. And we'll play guitars among the stars, singing Springsteen all night long. Get the band back together there before too long. When the good Lord takes me, when the sweet life ends, hope I see my brother, and we'll be catching waves again. And I hope the sun shines like gold, and the streets are paved with sand, and that salty blue-green water turns out to be the promised land. Yeah, I bet there's a beach up in heaven. Dream about it, but we won't know until we arrive. As for me, I believe it's right off that exit sign. When the good Lord takes me, when the sweet life ends, hope to see my brother, and we'll be catching waves again. And I hope the sun shines like gold, and the streets are paved with sand, and that salty blue-green water turns out to be the promised land. Yeah, I'm betting. Oh man, I know. Ocean Beach looks a lot like heaven. A lot like heaven. Been packing up for Ocean Beach ever since I was a kid.
That is Mark Mulch, Beach Up in Heaven. And, of course, Mark will be here with Kirsty Krause coming up here in just a couple weeks.
Happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday to you. And that is coincidentally Lou's birthday.
That's right.
And, you know, we've been told we have a lot of birthdays coming up here in July.
There is a lot. Like, with Danny, Patty with an I, me. Lord, I can't even keep them all straight. There were Callie McCool just had a birthday.
Yeah.
There's been, I don't know. I've been seeing so many.
So you know what time it is. Let's shut the door. Let's get it all quiet.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear everyone. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to everybody that's having a birthday in July, including Lori. You see how I tricked her into singing to herself? Because I don't sing.
Well, I want to give...
I can hum in the background. That's just about it.
Well, Miss Patty Campbell is out there.
Hey, Patty.
She was listening to the interview, and she said Quantico is in their backyard. She's sorry she missed it.
Aww.
And Z is out there. He is home from the Hair Wars. And yes, Z, it was great to see you guys as well. I was telling everybody earlier, I know you were at the Hair Wars, but I am telling you, Z&G Patio, including live wild birds nesting sitting on the eggs in the tree right beside me. It was amazing.
All chill.
Yeah, just
all chill.
Didn't care we were running in and out. Got to meet their fabulous neighbors and friends, and it was a lot of fun. I'm telling you, I cannot think of the last time that I had such a fun weekend just visiting friends.
Yes.
So between seeing everybody at the ambassador's house and the BAR, finally got to see that, and her backyard, she was all fancy. She had like all these glass things, little candles floating in it, and I mean, it just looked like an outdoor patio that you would go to a restaurant or a club.
I know.
And stand at the little cocktail
had the little
tables.
cocktail tables with the tablecloths on them.
It was beautiful. It was beautiful.
It was fancy. I felt like I was underdressed.
I know. I was going to go, at one point I went out to the tables in the yard and sat kind of by myself for a minute. And somebody's like, "What are you doing over there?" I said, "I'm being all fancy sitting over here with my little glass." And yeah, so we had a great time. Food was amazing.
Yes.
And then when we got to Z&G's and got to see their patio in person, and then, got to go over there to the pool. I was about to jump in with my clothes on because it was hot.
Yeah, and, we didn't go over there with the intention to eat.
No.
But, they weren't going to let us leave without it. And
we tried.
I'm so glad they did because I'm sitting there and I'm watching Z sit there and smoke them chicken wings.
Yeah,
and he's talking about the ribs. and
Listen,
it's like,
Z was
Oh,
convinced.
my God.
Z was convinced that his ribs were overdone.
No. Perfect. They were perfect.
We like falling off the bone ribs, which apparently all of the connoisseurs, including Golden,
says they're
overcooked that way, but that's how we like them. So it was perfect for us, but they were charred on the outside.
Yeah, if they're
and
not
they were
falling off the
perfect.
bone, I like them to where I can just take a fork and then just rub that fork right across
That's
that bone
how Z's ribs
and they
were.
peeled right off that bone just that easy. That was perfect.
Had the char on the outside. It was amazing.
So, of course, we ate really good there.
Yep.
And then we had to waddle back to our car. Because that's what it feels like. I had to waddle back. And that's where just kind of our journey began.
Yeah, we left there, and before we went there, we drove over to Graceland.
Yes.
We left the Ambassadors, drove over to Graceland, got to stand outside. We didn't take any tours. Everything was like a drive-by, quick stop scouting trip. And of
course, the song I played earlier by Coffee Anderson, My Blue Suede Boots, a little nod to the king himself.
That's right. That's right. So, yeah, we had all of these just all these cool experiences. So we got to see all the writing on the wall outside of Graceland, which was cool. Some of it is just normal, like I was here. But there were a lot of really sweet messages to Lisa Marie and to Elvis written on the wall. We got to get our picture taken in front of the gates, saw his plane.
The Lisa Marie?
Yeah, the Lisa Marie. So that was cool. And then... Yeah, so then we went to Z&G's. We left there and decided to take a little detour. And so,
little detour is speaking.
It really was only a half an hour out of our way.
Well, Laura Lou and I managed to cover 4 states in just one day. And we had a great time because we did. We left Memphis and headed down. We've heard everybody talk about and all the legends of Muscle Shoals. So we decided, well, it's not that far. Let's just keep on going. It's kind of like Forrest, I already ran this far, so I just ran a little far. And so on down in through Mississippi. So now we could check that state off of the states we've never been to.
Right.
And cut over to Muscle Shoals and got to see the place
Helen
where
Keller
so
house.
much music and things were
we did,
were
but
made.
before that, we got to see the Helen Keller house where she was
you were
born and
excited about
raised.
that.
I was excited about that. B-Dawg had not.
I knew who Helen Keller was.
You knew who she was, but
Listen,
you didn't know
I'm not
the
gonna
whole
lie.
story.
I'm not going to lie. Helen Keller to me was a lot of the punchlines of bad jokes
I know
that we told as kids. And to say that I really knew the life story of Helen Keller, I'm ashamed that I didn't read that book.
Well,
but Laura Lou informed me yesterday, and I got a history lesson.
Yes, I didn't read the book, but I saw the movie, and her story is just amazing. So I don't know if there's anyone else besides B-Dawg that didn't know, but Helen Keller was blind and deaf, and she had, when she was young, it happened when she was 19 months old, something like that.
You're asking me like I know.
I know. she developed a really high fever, and she lost her sight and she lost her hearing. And so she had no way to communicate. And so for a while they thought maybe she was mentally ill, and then they finally figured it out. And she actually, I did not know this until yesterday, they took her to see Dr. Alexander Graham Bell to see about doing something with her hearing, and he suggested that they hire a full-time caregiver. So they hired someone who was able to teach her sign language by doing the sign language on the palm of her hand. So they took her hand and ran water over her hand and then spelled out water. So the whole story was just really incredible. She ended up graduating from college and began a lifelong work with the blind and deaf. So I just think her story is amazing. And so it was really cool to see that house. And then we left there and we did see a couple other legendary places.
Yep, we stopped at the Sound Studios down there in Muscle Shoals, where so many songs were recorded there. I mean, the list just is long, and it included pretty much, I consider, probably one of the most famous. There's a lot of famous songs that come out of the Sound Studio, but only one became the theme song of the state of Alabama. And you know which one it is. There you go. Sweet Home Alabama. It was recorded right there at the Sound Studios in Gulf Shores. We'll come to you back after that in this one, and we will tell you more about what we saw down here.
On Wednesday nights from 7 to 9, me and Old Silver like to ride into the sunset, listening to B-Dawg and Lou on Tropical Country, only on Tiki Man Radio. Yeah!
I said, Grandpa, what's this picture here? It's all black and white, and it ain't real clear. Is that you there? He said, yeah, I was 11. And times were tough back in 35. That's me and Uncle Joe just trying to survive a cotton farm and a Great Depression. If it looks like we were scared to death, like a couple of kids just trying to save each other, you should have seen it in color. Oh, and this one here was taken overseas in the middle of hell in 1943. Almost see my breath. That was my tail gunner, old Johnny McGee. He was a high school teacher from New Orleans, and he had my back right through the day we left. If it looks like we were scared to death, like a couple of kids just trying to save each other, should have seen it in color. A picture's worth 1,000 words, but you can't see what those shades of gray keep covered. You should have seen it in color. This one is my favorite one. This is me and Grandma in the summer sun, all dressed up the day we said our vows. You can't tell it here, but it was hot that June. That rose was red and her eyes were blue, and just look at that smile. I was so proud. That's the story of my life, right there in black and white. And if it looks like we were scared to death, like a couple of kids just trying to save each other, you should have seen it in color. 1,000 words, but you can't see what those shades of gray keep covered. You should have seen it in color. Should have seen it in color. Yeah, a picture's worth 1,000 words, but you can't see what those shades of gray keep covered. You should have seen it in color.
Jamie Johnson in color, and in color we did get to see it. Of course, the next place we did stop was the beautiful Sound Studios over there in Muscle Shoals, which, of course, everybody from Aretha Franklin to Jamie Johnson to Demi Lovato, you name the list, has recorded music right there in the sound studios there, or the Fame Studios.
The Fame Studios, yeah.
Yes.
So there is a connection between the two, though. The Fame Studios, back in the day, there were 4 studio musicians that ended up leaving Fame Studios and starting the Sound Studios.
Oh, gotcha.
And so now Sound Studio has been revamped, and Sound Studio is no longer, I don't think they're recording there anymore, but you can do tours, and it's been totally remodeled, I guess, back to its original state, with including equipment and everything. So that would be cool to see.
And it's also on a musical tour map that we found out that when we pulled in, there was a little thing, you scanned it, and it took you almost to like a little audio version of the history of the studio, and which, of course, that's when we learned that Sweet Home Alabama was recorded right there in that building.
Yeah, and that's actually where they got the name the Swampers.
Yes.
That's who they were talking about, were those 4 guys that started the Sound Studios. They became known as the Swampers. So we thought that was cool. And then over at Fame Studios, they're still, they still record there today. Yep, they still record there. They have a publishing company. And, I mean, the folks that have recorded there, let me just give you a few names. Well,
we already said Aretha Franklin.
Little Richard, Etta James, Lou Rawls, Otis Redding, Clarence Carter, the Osmonds, Jerry Reed, Alabama, the Gatlin Brothers, Bobby Gentry, and more recently was, let me look, hold on, sorry, was Demi Lovato, Alicia Keys. She is recorded there. The publishing company had folks like Tim McGraw. I mean, just an amazing amount of famous people have come out of there. So it was really cool. And when you look at the building, it looks like it would have looked in the 70s on the outside. But
it hasn't been updated. It's not really something really to look at. But you sit there in that parking lot and you just imagine all the people that have walked, musical legends who have walked across that little parking lot. And
most
recently,
you
look at the building and just like, if those walls could talk.
Oh, yeah. And most recently, our friends, the Boomtown Saints.
Just recorded there.
Recorded there. So
that's another connection right there.
Yep. So, it was a really cool place. So we left there. And made the trek across. Let me see. We went through Mississippi, got to Alabama, did Muscle Shoals, and then we made the trek north back up to Chattanooga. And we got on 24 just outside. If anybody has been to Chattanooga, you know about that split. But the cool part about it was, I think we watched fireworks for the last 45 minutes, and I'm talking 6 or 8 or 10 fireworks shows at a time, just on every side of the highway. There was even one that was a little bit weird. There was somebody underneath a couple overpasses shooting like bottle rockets. Not at cars, thank God. But, just fireworks would come out of nowhere, which I know made you nervous. But
speaking of rockets, after we left Muscle Shoals,
I forgot about that.
And we're driving down the highway, and a lot of you may know this. I did not know this, but we're just outside.
We're sheltered.
We're just outside of Huntsville, Alabama. And Lou's driving, and I'm just doing my thing, and I look up, and I'm like, "Is that a rocket?" Which, of course, even with her glasses on, she couldn't see that far. She's like, "Where?" I'm like, "Right there."
Well, I'm looking in the sky where you would think you would see a rocket, right?
Yeah. No. As we get closer, it is a space rocket, a life-size one, a real one. We didn't realize that the Space Camp and the NASA Museum and all of that is right there in Huntsville, Alabama.
Yeah.
And
Then, of course, we had to take another detour.
We took another detour. But yes, a life-size rocket just appears through into the sky. It's like,
Just parked on the side of the road.
And then you pull in, and there's a big old stealth fighter sitting in the parking lot.
I'm not gonna lie, you got a little excited about that.
I did. I got a little excited. I got a little excited, but didn't realize all that stuff was right 2 hours from home.
Yeah.
There in Huntsville, Alabama. So we made another point of, we got to come back to here.
Right.
So, but that was our wild and wicked weekend. I mean, it started on Thursday and it ran all the way until we got home last night, 10:30 last night when we finally pulled in our driveway. And by that time, Lou just looked and said, we'll unpack the car in the morning.
Good night.
Good night. It wasn't even 10 minutes. I went in there and she was out.
I had to work today.
So she was out.
But, so now we're going to rest up tomorrow.
Yes.
And then
we got
part of Friday maybe. Well, besides my day job. But then Saturday we start all over again, seeing everybody.
Well, maybe because, there are people arriving tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
So there may be, who knows?
Well,
there may
I can't do tomorrow, though.
There may be a pre-party, and then the pre-party, and then the party.
Right.
And, the post-party is normally not a party. It's more like everybody just trying to drag themselves.
It's the hungover Sunday morning show.
It's the Sunday morning show post-summer party. And,
it's always interesting.
A lot of the gang's going to be here, and it's definitely going to be an eventful party and Sunday show.
And I have not touched the vent this year, so nobody is going to sweat to death in the studio. I haven't touched it, I promise.
Well, let's just, I know everybody probably wanting to know, but let's just update you on the Tiki Man Radio lineup.
Here's your weekly lineup for Tiki Man Radio. Mondays from 6 to 8 p.m., get on the Peace Train with Ed the Train Man, live from Crown Point, Indiana. Wednesdays, it's Where the Boots Meet the Beach with Tropical Country with B-Dawg and Lou, streaming live on the MFG Tropical Live Cam from the Chocolate Bar Studios from 7 to 9 p.m. Fridays at noon, it's the local side of Key West with our concierge girl, Kelly, Tiki Man Radio's personal assistant in Key West. You're planning a trip to Key West, make sure you reach out to Kelly. Friday, starting at 8 p.m., it's Coastal Confessions with B-Man and Michelle from the Beachy Shell Studios in Key West, live every Friday, having some fun with their friends and sharing great music. Saturdays, take a trip back in time with Jukebox Saturday mornings, starting at midnight and going to noon. This is where we open up the massive archives of the radio station and take you back to that old shaggin' music. Sundays, it's The Big Show, Sunday mornings with the Tiki Man starting at 10 a.m. Eastern Island Time, streaming live on the Island J Live Cam from the Chocolate Bar Studios in Harrison Bay. Come over and be part of the show. Later that afternoon on Sundays, starting at 5 p.m., it's Rick the Stick's Hometown Licks, sharing the music of his hometown. And later on Sunday, it's the Sound Man from Hell with Gary Eck, the Key West Show, live from Key West. That's your weekly lineup for Tiki Man Radio. Make sure you tune into all these great shows and keep listening to Tiki Man Radio and have some fun.
That's right. And wow, tonight went quickly.
It did.
We had a lot of stories to tell, and I think we probably missed some. You probably think, I was going to say that, but we ran over.
I'm so sorry.
And I didn't flip out. It's okay.
I'm so proud.
I'm so proud. But we want to thank everybody. We want to thank Jay Allen for taking the time, multitasking down the road.
That's right.
I'm so glad that we maintained the connection for majority of it. There was so much more I wanted to talk to him about, but it was just breaking up. And I didn't.
He said he's going to try to come to Chattanooga so we can finish.
How about
talking then.
that? Have a signed Nashville recording artist right here in the Tiki Man Radio studios.
That's right.
That would be awesome. So stay tuned for that one. But we want to thank him for taking the time, and hopefully go out and check out Jay Allen. And like I said, he's doing a bunch of work and spreading the message about Alzheimer's awareness. And if you have had somebody that has been affected by this disease, like I told you, I had a grandpa and a grandma on opposite sides of my family. Both suffer with the disease. They say that it skips generations. I've heard that. I don't know if it's a wise tale or a medical fact, but they say it skips generations. So I always lightly have always said, well, if that's the case, it was my grandpa on my mom's side and my grandma on my dad's side. You skip those generations, and both of them land on me. So Is that
I got you.
Is that what I get to look forward to? I don't know, but definitely watching them suffer through this, it's something that's near and dear to my heart to also get that awareness out. So that, meeting Jay was really an awesome thing to see the amount of awareness that he is bringing, the events that he's doing, all in the name. So go out.
I love that he is also spreading the message that there is light at the end of the tunnel, and that life does go on, and we can still enjoy ourselves and celebrate those memories that we have with our folks.
So definitely look him up, and get your tissues, sit down, and I want you to listen to Blank Stare. It's the song that really skyrocketed not only his career, but also got on the path of this awareness of Alzheimer's awareness. So we just please check it out and support his music, and if you get a chance to see him in concert someplace, go see him.
Oh yeah, he's a lot of fun. And after you're done listening to Blank Stares and you need cheered up,
listen to Jello Shots.
Listen to Jello Shots. Watch the video. It's a lot of fun. We have a blast. It's a perfect song for our station. So
absolutely, and we want to thank our sponsors. MFG Records, Tropical, live cam here every week. They're the reasons why you get to stare at us, and we appreciate those who jump in that live chat, send us messages, and you really do contribute to the show, and we greatly appreciate you. We also, JBL Legends Travel, whenever you're planning your next getaway, whether it be just a getaway or a destination wedding or a honeymoon. He specializes in cruises, all-inclusive resorts, you name it, he does it. And it doesn't cost you an extra dime to trust the professionals. So call him at 732-831-5200 and talk to Joe and see what options that he has that fit your budget, because he can work within a budget too. So
that's right.
And also goaltending services, GTS Charters, Gypsy and Monty down here in Key West. We've communicated with them. We've messaged on Facebook, and those are a couple other people that we would love to be able to go hug their neck.
Yeah.
If we're going to get to Key West, it's just not going to be the same time as everybody else. But hopefully, eventually, we can get down there and hug their neck as well. But you could do it for us by contacting GTS Charters and getting out there and experiencing everything Key West has to offer out there on the water. And while you're down there, you could look up all the other personalities and friends that we have down here in Key West, from that guy in Paradise to B-Man Michelle, and even the Sound Man from Hell. I almost called him the Sandman from Hell. Apologize about that, Gary. Sometimes my tongue just slips.
Well,
Yeah. But anything else you want to tell anybody and say?
Nope, I think you said it all.
All right. So all of our friends who are traveling here for the party, be safe, and we'll see you when you get there. Next week, our show will be radio only from an undetermined location. Stay tuned to the social medias, and we'll keep you up to date. See ya.
Bye, guys.
I know it's been a lot of fun, but the set list is all done. The night was very loud, and you've been a good crowd, but it's time to run. You've all been very kind. Thank you for your time. You put me to the test as I try to address all of your requests for the night. As we look to the moon and the manager's protocol. Well, I don't ever want to end, but for now, my friends, last song, last call. A spirit with his clientele, and the drinks are flowing well. A beer sent from the bar and a healthy tip jar. Handsome tunes that I can sell. It's been a cool room, but it's ending too soon. And they remember to tip the bartender as they surrender to the tab. And they they lip sync to the lyrics that they used to recall. Anytime I gotta say those words, oh no, last song, last call. Some came as ones and left by twos. Some still are dancing in their shoes. I break down the gear as we wind it up here. After the last song that I choose, it's the last ride near closing time. The final round poured as I strummed the last chords, and the guitar returns to the case. Needless to say, it was a pleasure to play for you all. Here's to toast to everyone as I finally say last song, last call. Here's a toast to everyone as I finally say last song, last call.